She'll shut down 7 wells after those chemicals were found. But why did it take so long for them to find out about the chemicals in the first place? Only on KRDO News Channel 13, Emily Allen is looking into how non-stick chemicals are creating a very sticky situation.
James and Heather, through Colorado Open Records Act requests, we looked into the communication between the EPA and local water districts. Now, as it turns out, there was no discussion about the discovery of 2 chemicals linked to Teflon and Scotchgard. So we asked leaders why that is and also spoke to people impacted by the discovery.
Take away the fancy machines.
It does the white espresso.
And the gourmet toppings. The key to a good drink at Pony Espresso is good water.
We put in a filter on our sink so that if we do have to add water, we have a spigot for our filtered water.
Connie Fahey gets her water from fountains.
It tastes different.
Now one of 3 districts, including Security and Widefield, affected by 2 chemicals found in Teflon and Scotchgard.
I had no idea until I heard something on the news.
And these water districts say they found out the same way as Fahey.
Found out about it through the press.
Typically, the EPA tells the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment about the contaminants. Then CDPHE relays that information onto local water districts.
But these chemicals aren't regulated by the EPA. Most of us know Teflon is used to coat pans and utensils, and it's also used on the inside of microwavable popcorn bags. And the other chemical is used in Scotchgard. The EPA is researching whether these should be regulated. So how did these contaminants in the water slip through the cracks? Take a look at all these squiggly lines. Their presence is indicated in this report, but it's buried in millions of lines of data.
It's right out there, it's on the internet, but I don't think anybody realized that it was their responsibility to look at that.
When you say that they didn't realize
It's now diluted. If you're interested
Well, it's EPA, the State Health Department, and us.
District Manager Roy Heald wishes Security knew sooner.
It's not the best position to be in.
Sentiments echoed by Curtis Mitchell. He's in charge of Fountains Water.
In our case, having it brought to our attention just through news reports, just is a cause for concern.
Both say it's unfortunate it took these 2 chemicals to point out problems in communication.
I think we will learn some things that will improve our communication in the future.
Going forward, there are always opportunities to improve communications.
The water district says drinking the water is still safe. Chemicals levels are low, but still present. And 7 wells are shut down. But the districts need a long-term solution. The EPA hasn't instructed the districts on what to do, but Mitchell says that will come.
This is just a part of the EPA's routine process where they're collecting data, they're analyzing data. I would say they're early on in that process, so at this point in the process, they haven't brought it to our attention directly.
Back at Pony Espresso, Fahey thinks the lack of communication is
Very strange.
In the meantime, she'll keep these filters running
It tastes different.
just in case.
Now, this well water is being blended with surface water, so since these reports came out, that water is now being diluted, so those levels have gone way down. If you are interested in checking out some of our helpful links, we've posted more on KRDO.com. In the Newsplex, Emily Allen, KRDO News Channel 13.